changes in store for Wednesday. The afternoon could be stormy and rainy. Temperatures going to be very similar, mid 60s for the highs tomorrow. Sunshine comes back in the picture on Thursday. Temperatures, though, are generally cooling down as we make our way into the weekend. Highs on Saturday only going to be in the upper 50s, and that is our next chance of rain after tomorrow.
Support for NPR comes from NPR stations. Other contributors include Amazon Business, committed to smart business buying, where AI tools have the goal of optimizing the purchasing experience, paired with delivery options built for business. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
This is Fresh Air. I'm Terry Gross. My guest Flea co-founded the multiple Grammy-winning band, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, in 1982. He's a songwriter and the band's bass player, known for his fast, percussive grooves. They started as an LA punk rock band when LA and New York were the punk capitals. Their lead singer initially rapped more than he sang. Flea has just released his first solo album called Honora, and it's a big departure. Various styles of jazz figure into it. Flea's stepfather was a jazz musician, and listening to his music, starting when Flea was 7, changed Flea's life in ways he's still grateful for. But Flea's stepfather was also addicted to heroin and alcohol, and that made home life unpredictable and sometimes dangerous, leaving Flea afraid to go home. He spent as much time as he could on the streets and with friends, often doing things that could have had serious consequences. On the new album, in addition to bass, Flea plays trumpet, the first instrument he learned to play. The album also reflects how Flea started studying music theory about 10 years ago. Honora includes original compositions by Flea, as well as covers of songs by George Clinton and Frank Ocean. Tom York of Radiohead sings on one track. Nick Cave sings Wichita Lineman. The arrangements feature strings, brass, and woodwinds. When I recorded this interview with Flea last week, we talked about his childhood, his relationship with his stepfather, the Chili Peppers, being wild, and how Flea and his music have changed. He wrote a memoir in 2019 titled Lesson for the Children. Flea, welcome to Fresh Air. Congratulations on the new album. So let's get to your music. I want to compare where you started from in terms of your recordings and where you are now. Mm-hmm. So let's start by listening to a brief part of Chili Peppers' demo record.
Oh, cool.
And this is Nevermind. You're, of course, featured on bass. Okay, well, let's compare that to Frailed from your new album, Honora.
Okay.
With you featured on trumpet and bass. What do you think the 20-year-old you would have thought of the music from your new album?
I would have been really happy with myself, making music that I cared about, being a student of music, continuing to just love music. And when I listened back to, the song Nevermind that you played for my first demo tape, and the feeling that I had making it, and the feeling that I had when it, we went around with that tape, playing it for people with our cassette tape, trying to get booked into clubs, to get gigs. It's a similar feeling that I have now with the record that I just made, Honora. It's a feeling that I haven't really had since back then. And it's a feeling of, I've made this music that is really, obviously it's a collective, the Chili Peppers made the music, but we made music, and I had a feeling that we are filling this place, an empty place in the world, that hasn't been filled before. We've created this thing that is ourselves purely, so it can't be anybody else. And we're filling this new place, and it's a really beautiful feeling. And that's how I feel about the music that I've made with Honora. It's the same thing. Like, I feel like I'm making music that occupies its own place in the world, and that feels good to me.